Hello, today I am doing the 54321 book tag. I tried to find the original creator of this tag, but could not. I believe it is by a channel that has since been deleted. I looked through multiple people's tag videos and went to their description, so I could not find it. I always try to find the original creators nowadays, but I could not. But this tag has been around for a little while, and it's basically just 5 questions where you name a certain amount of a certain thing. It goes from 5 down to 1. The first question is 5 recent 5-star reads. So some of those for me would be The Deepest Breath by Meg Grehan, The Heartstopper Yearbook by Alice Oseman, and then a few Who HQ books, such as Who Was Isaac Newton by Janet B. Pascal, Who Was Edgar Allan Poe by Jim Gigliotti, and Who Is Dolly Parton by True Kelly. So those are all either shorter books, children's books, or a novel in verse. Or The Heartstopper Yearbook isn't really a novel, but more of just a book of information and artwork. So I haven't read a lot of long novels. The last time I finished a long novel was in January. Since then I have been reading a lot of shorter books and a lot of novels in verse, and I still have some to go. But I did recently start reading a regular middle grade novel that you'll hear about eventually, and that has been really fun to go back to, because ultimately that is what I prefer. Novels in verse can be fun and easy to read, but yeah, I'm very much enjoying getting back into that, and I've still got so many more to read. So I feel like my answers to this question aren't super interesting, but those are some of the books I've read in the past few months that I gave 5 stars to. The second question is 4 auto-buy authors. For this, I chose Travis M. Riddle, John David Anderson, A.J. Hartley, and Sarah Dessen. It was kind of tricky to pick answers for these, but Travis M. Riddle is definitely one of the easier answers, because I already know that he's one of my favorite authors, and also since he's a smaller self-published author, I'm not just going to easily find his books at the library. Like some of these authors, it's like, well, maybe I'll just check it out from the library. But so far, I want to read everything he's written. I also want to read everything John David Anderson has written. Now, a lot of his books are in the library, so a lot of the ones I haven't read yet, I do plan on just checking out someday. But as for, like, new releases, so far, yeah, I feel that I will get each one. With A.J. Hartley, I want to read a lot of his books. Now, he does also have some academic works. Those I may not want to read, but, like, the novels, generally, yeah, I'm interested in those. And anything he's been releasing in the past few years I've been interested in. Though he is also an author where most of his books I'm not going to find at the library, so I typically will have to buy them. With Sarah Dessen, I feel similarly as I do with John David Anderson. I want to read most of her books, and the library has a lot of them, so a lot of them I will just check out, but when it comes to new releases, I am interested in getting my own from here on out. The third question is 3 favorite genres. So my top favorite is easily realistic fiction. For a while I was saying contemporary, and I was kind of using the terms interchangeably. I think I understand the difference a little bit better now, that I think contemporary just means like current, but realistic is always realistic, even if it's an older book. So yeah, I'm starting to say realistic fiction instead. I also really enjoy biographies, autobiographies, and memoirs, kind of just put all 3 of those together. And then for the third one I had some trouble. I was hesitant to say romance because some of it I'm definitely not interested in, and some of it I am. It certainly depends on the book. I have found some that I like though. Like Heartstopper, I enjoy that, and I've enjoyed some others as well. I've enjoyed Twilight. But I mean, romance is just like the biggest book genre out there anyway, so you just gotta find the right ones. But I don't dislike it, and I would say that I like it, as I do like reading books where there are connections between characters. The fourth question is 2 favorite places to read. For that, I would say my bed, and more recently I have started reading in a hammock outside, and that's been pretty nice. It's nice to be outside in nature, and also the view of the clouds is really pretty as well. And then question 5 is 1 book you promise to read soon. So in a lot of videos I will say that a certain book is the next on my TBR, and then it still takes a while before I end up getting to it because other books come first. But here I can confidently say that I will be starting Green by Alex Gino first. Currently I'm just reading another book by the author, and then once I'm done with that I'll start reading this, and it's from the library, so it's a little more time sensitive that way, and it's a middle grade novel, not very long. The text should be pretty big, so I will definitely get to this soon, I can say that for sure. So that was the 54321 book tag. As always, if you would like to do this tag, you may. I'm not really going to tag specific people, but anyway, thank you for watching.